skied into straightaway right. Polanco moves over. One down.
One of the keys of the game for this guy is going to be getting outs early in the count. It doesn't necessarily have to be one pitch like it was there, but he needs to keep those 20-pitch innings to a minimum. That's a good start to the game for him there.
Settling in now, Rendell Grichuk. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit hard to short. Backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Here's Matt Carpenter as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Cole Setz coming at him with the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are two away. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play, and the inning is prematurely over. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
I think you really have to be patient in this one. Work the count, take some pitches, and then put the ball in play. I think you're going to have to try to manufacture runs one base hit at a time.
Carlos Martinez is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, remember last year he had an ERA in the low threes. Very dependable, very consistent. One of the most reliable pitchers in the game.
With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Getting ready now is Starling Marte to lead things off in the home half of inning number 1. Drilled to the right side. Wong is there, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, I think you got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Throw gets him 2 down.
Well, how about this to start your afternoon? 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the first. I don't think they're all going to be that easy, but this is definitely a dream start so far.
Andrew McCutchen gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing in the Pirate first. We're on to the second now in Pittsburgh. No score on the show. Stephen Piscotty makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Stephen Piscotty.
He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
Into the box, Matt Adams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Cole into the windup. Here's the first pitch. A weak chopper up the line. And he will just make it to the bag here in time, and that's out number 2.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 7, Matt Holliday.
Matt Holliday into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run.
Batting seventh, shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
It's a solo home run for Matt Holliday, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0. High and deep to left center field. McCutchen going back at the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So just the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. On now, leading off the inning, Jung Ho Gong, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First offering on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Piscotty is going to get there. Oh, and he botches it. The throw into second. And he is in there.
Batting fifth, catcher, Francisco.
So striding in, Francisco Cervelli, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Batting sixth.
Coming to the plate now, John Jaso, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field. And you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. And the Pirates move in front now 4-1.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
Holliday going back. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo home run here off the bat of David Freese as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
This is nothing more than a lack of concentration out there. No doubt he's still worked up about the 3-run shot he gave up to the last batter. Now he doesn't have his head on straight, leaves one out over the plate, and it costs him another home run.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Starling Marte will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
His team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere. Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with one away.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with two away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Andrew McCutcheon stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Colton Wong will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
On the ground towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
This is a much different situation for him on the mound after that 5-run inning. All of a sudden, he's working with a lead now, and he does a good job there of getting that first out.
Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third. Number 36 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center, and it's now a 5-2 game. And how about that? Number 36 has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this: watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Here's Randall Grichuk.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Marte going back to the track. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to left, and it's a 5-3 game now. Here's Matt Carpenter, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Pittsburgh leads this one 5-3. Jung Ho Gong digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Wong has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
And now all of a sudden on the mound, this has gone from a wasted start to he's got some important innings to pitch here. This is back to being a ball game, so he could make up for those early struggles with a 1-2-3 here.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Into the box now, John Jaso. He reached on a single in his first try. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Looking up is Holiday. Gone! Solo shot here to left, and it's now 6-3.
Well, come on, guys. That's 3 home runs he's allowed in the first 3 innings of work, and I got to think that they've seen enough, haven't they? I just can't see him turning things around the way he's been getting lit up so far.
Now batting, Second baseman.
Josh Harrison stands in.
Harrison.
Now another one hit deep to left. Grichuk ranging back, still ranging back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. We're back with Stephen Piscotty is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Smoked on the ground left side. Taken in by Mercer. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Wow, he's been like a cat with 9 lives out there. Normally, when you give up 3 home runs, you're going to be in big trouble. But luckily, they've been solo homers, so it's kept them in the ballgame.
Digging in, Matt Adams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Cole has his target. Here comes the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Number 7, Matt Holliday.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down go the Redbirds on a mere 4 pitches. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. David Freese is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Designated hitter, David Freese.
Into the windup and the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Grichuk looking up. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game, as it is now 7-3.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give this guy anything to hit next time around. He's as locked in as you can get.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Here's Jordy Mercer now. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Starling Marte digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Wong. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number 25,
Gregory Polanco will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Holliday is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We played 4. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Leading off the inning, Johnny Peralta, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Mercer is there, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Cole gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. Mercer has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
These guys are just making it much too easy for him out there now. I mean, they're down by a bunch, yet the first 2 guys both make first pitch outs.
Hit to short. To his left, Mercer. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. When we return it. And here is Andrew McCutchen now. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Smoke toward the hole. Adams has got it. Underhanded flip. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Jung-Ho Gong.
Jung-Ho Gong will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now he'll step off and rethink this. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drilled on the ground is short. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Now batting,
Francisco Cervelli will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Out in front of it, strike 1. 7 runs, an equal number of hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Number 36 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Cole's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. After it is Marte. 1 away. Rendell Grichuk comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this state.
Going on the slide. He's up with it. The throw. It's in time.
Oh, what a play.
And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times, probably.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Cardinals are challenging.
So here's one last look at the replay. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to rule the runner safe. And boy, I tell you what, I just don't see it here. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for him in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
Out at first base.
Here's Matt Carpenter. And a bouncing ball, foul. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped foul wide of first. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Strike three called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 4. It's 7-3. John Jaso will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the sixth. First delivery to him on the way. Beaten into the ground over to first. Gloved by Adams, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Josh Harrison will stand in as we'll flash you back to the second inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single. David Freese will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. On the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
The batter, number
Jordy
10,
Mercer steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Peralta for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on opening day after this. Back here in Pittsburgh. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point.
Stephen Piscotty.
First pitch on its way. Popped high in the air. Josso is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Matt Adams will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Now the 0-1. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th, as now there are 2 away.
Well, I thought this might be his last inning out there, but if it's only taken him 3 pitches to get 2 outs, maybe not.
Matt Holliday stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Ground ball left side. Gung's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Starling Marte steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Hit on the ground to short. And Peralta's throw is in time for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 25.
Gregory Polanco will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the line at first. But this is foul for the first strike. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 1 out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they open it up to 8-3.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
The center fielder, number 20.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
McCutchen.
As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman
Jung Ho Gong will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Pirates tack on 1 more on the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 8-3. Tony Watson is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Johnny Peralta will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Colton Wong will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Yadier Molina will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded to the right. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, he got that first out easy enough when he came on, but now it's back-to-back hits here with one away. So he's going to have to bear down now and make sure that this thing doesn't get any worse.
Now both runners are breaking down the first baseline. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, and he had his first major league hit earlier in the game. How about a two-hit game to start things out? Attaboy.
Rendell Grichuk will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the...
He's out. You know, that's the beautiful thing about a 4-run lead. You can give up runs to get outs at this stage of the game. That's going to cut the lead to 3, but at this point, they'll take it.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs. Kevin Segrist is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Kevin Segrist.
Francisco Cervelli gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hit in the air to center field. Grichuk giving chase. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Piscotty going back on it. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they open up a 4-run lead.
Yeah, and that home run might just earn their closer an extra day of rest right here. That makes this a 4-run game now, and with the top of the 9th looming, it would make that a non-save situation. So I wouldn't be surprised if he just stays out there in the bullpen at least until anybody gets on.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Here's Jordy Mercer now. Hit hard to short. Peralta's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The Pirates are able to add on to their lead, and after a long dry spell, the good times are back again in the Steel City. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Stephen Piscotty, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Our coordinating producer, Chris Gill, tells me in my headset to tell you not to miss our post-game highlights. That'll come your way at the conclusion of matters here this afternoon, right here on the show. Matt Adams will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle to his right. Mercer on to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Matt Holliday makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
And that turns out to be a great start to this series for these guys as they take game 1 here in front of the home crowd.
And guys, the Pirates were paced this afternoon by the efforts of this man, David Freese. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 10-5. So long from Pittsburgh.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates. 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For St. Louis, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base.